Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking about the ancient way of taking vaccines. Okay, the ancient natural way of taking vaccines and what is Mother Nature's way of taking vaccination. Okay, without injecting yourself with all kinds of toxins into your bloodstream directly. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Now, the original natural way to take vaccines is via the stomach, the gut, okay? Now, why is that? It's because the gut is the most intelligent organ in any living creature's body, okay? It's the most intelligent organ because, look, even in ancient Indian medicine, which is Ayurvedic medicine or Ayurveda, it says everything begins in the gut. Look, even life begins in new life begins like birth, for a woman, begins in the womb, which is near the gut, the center of the body, you know. A newborn child will be connected. Look, you have the fallopian tube in your belly for a reason, because that's connected to your gut, the navel. So that umbilical cord is connected to the baby in a woman's womb. And so you see, Ayurvedic medicine is very wise when it says life begins here first, and that's a fact. So when a baby's in the womb, the fallopian tube is not connected to the brain or to the heart of the baby. It's connected to the gut of the baby. So that's why they say in Ayurvedic medicine, everything begins in the gut. Your gut health will decide everything. Your overall body health, your brain health, your sexual health. It will be everything else in the body is related to your gut. So basically, the gut will influence everything. What you put inside your gut will affect everything else. So it all begins here. It doesn't begin here, and it doesn't begin here. It begins here. Later, it reaches here and here. But it starts here. Okay? So, if you want to take any vaccines, again, look, my stance is that vaccination isn't exactly a bad idea if you do it according to the Ayurvedic way or Mother Nature's way, which means you should take the vaccine via your stomach, as in you should swallow the vaccine, take it orally so that it reaches your gut. You should never inject yourself directly in the bloodstream, because let me tell you why that is. The gut, first of all, is a very intelligent organ. It eliminates toxins, stuff that is not needed by your body, and only takes what's good. The stomach is a very great organ in separation and distinction. It will send the toxins down through your piss and shit away. And whatever is useful, the gut will absorb it and make it nutrition for your body. It will absorb all the useful nutrients that will use to fuel your life, your blood, your organs, your skin, your eyes, your hair, your sperm if you're a man, and your ovaries if you're a woman. All your sexual health, brain health, everything. So all that nutrition will go for upkeep of your everything else, your body, everything. So the stomach is a very wise organ, okay? Now, when you inject yourself with a vaccine, that is very unnatural and very stupid. It's like a drug addict that injects heroin. Let me tell you why it's unnatural and problematic if you inject things directly into your blood. There's no stomach here where you're injecting, whether it's here, whether you inject it here, or even in your ass. There's no stomach to analyze that vaccine substance and separate the good from the bad in that vaccine. As in, you're forcing your junk into your body. And that will have some negative consequences. You know? If you take a vaccine orally, at least it will reach the gut. Look, even if it's, let's say, containing 50% toxins, the gut will flush out the 50% of toxins through piss and shit and keep the 50% that is actually useful. Now, when you inject, let's say, a vaccine that contains, and this is an example, you inject it directly into your bloodstream, 50% toxins and 50% good stuff, there's no stomach to do any refinement on what your body actually needs and what is to be thrown out. So you're basically forcing junk into your blood, just like a drug addict. And drug addict in a bad way, not the natural type of intoxication. I'm talking like a heroin addict or something on that level. So when you inject directly in your blood, that will then pollute every single organ in your body, and it could cause a very big imbalance. Then it would reach your brain if there's any toxins in the vaccine, and because there's no stomach, there's no filtration. At least when you take a vaccine via your gut has, if you have good gut health, it's a good judgment. It will be able to distinguish, like, hey, this is the good stuff I need from this vaccine. This stuff I just need to piss and shit it out. So you have almost no side effects. Look, all the side effects of vaccinations is because there's no stomach where you're taking it. You're forcing junk into your body. What do you expect? Of course you're going to get side effects. So, listen, anyone that tells you to inject stuff directly into your blood, I'll say it simply, is having a mental illness. Just know that you're dealing with mentally retarded people that could be a big risk to your mental, spiritual, and physical health. You're being suicidal if you listen to people that say inject stuff into your blood directly. Okay? That's a brutal, honest truth that I can say. Okay, if you vaccinate yourself via the gut, okay, it's not perfect. However, it ain't that bad either, because the stomach will make the distinction. Okay, I've swallowed the substance. I gotta separate the good from the bad. Piss and shit out the bad, keep in the good stuff that's actually useful for my body. Look, this applies to both men and women. Same thing applies to animals. No animal injects itself with substances directly in the blood. It just don't happen. So just to let you know how unnatural and dangerous doing that stuff is. Look, you're on the level of a heroin addict if you do that. And you see what happens to heroin addicts. Look, I don't wish bad things upon people, but listen, there's going to be a consequence for unnatural things like that. Okay, now let's talk about something positive about the natural way of taking vaccines. Let's just say you want to take a rabies vaccine, right? This is some lost knowledge of Ayurveda. I'm just revealing, sharing lost ancient knowledge of ancient Indian medicine. And also other cultures that I'll talk about later. Let's just say you want to vaccinate yourself against rabies, right? A dog bit you that had rabies. I'm not talking about just your puppy, of your neighbor. A real rabid dog bit you. The proper way to vaccinate would to take a piece of infected liver from the dog that has rabies and swallow it. Raw liver, small piece. Because then the liver will go via your gut. Your body will analyze, okay, this is the virus, because the gut is way more intelligent than your blood. Blood is produced because of the gut, so go to the roots. When your gut is also like a biological computer. It will analyze the substance better than any scientist out there. Look, you have a very amazing thing right here within you. So the gut will analyze, okay, this is the virus, this is the, and you're vaccinated. So that's the natural way to gain immunity, is always via your gut. You know? Look, some people claim the side effects, right, after taking a rabies vaccine. That's because you injected it directly in your blood. That's literally the only reason. If you swallow it via your gut, yeah, you might have some, but that's just your immune system being in top condition. And you're vaccinated against rabies. And you can just swallow infected dog liver maybe once every 3 years, a small piece, and never get rabies. You know? So that's just one example. Now this applies to any diseases. Even if if there's a bird flu, everyone is afraid about bird flu. Okay, just take a piece of infected liver of that bird that had bird flu, kill it mercifully, take a raw piece of the liver, swallow it in your gut. You're vaccinated against bird flu by yourself without any drug addiction behavior. So this is just to share with you some ancient knowledge on how to take vaccinations. Okay, that is really beneficial. Because remember, Mother Nature knows best, and Mother Nature has given you this gut for a reason. Not to, so trust in Mother Nature's amazing miracles. And then you will be healthy, and your life will also be full of miracles or whatever. Check out the links in the description box below, and I'll see people in upcoming videos.